We have a goal in mind. We are 3 levels from Doggo. The Doggo is key, or king, whatever. Don't reverse those words because otherwise it means something else. Yes, Doggo soon. We did Star Destroyer Devourer last time. Oh, but we did Thunderglove last time. Lightning! A different kind of lightning. It counts as different. So it's still another solo run for YouTube, obviously. Do you see any other doggos or cats here? No, me neither. So Chad, I forgot to mention, but... Well, no, I vaguely mentioned, but I wasn't specific, that I sort of have a plan for this week. So obviously we're playing this, and then we're maybe finishing Operation Raccoon City. Maybe not, it might have one more session in it, that's fine. My plan for tomorrow is probably going to be an attempt at playing... Well, actually, no, hang on, what was the... Oh, bugger, I forgot my own plan now. Deadly Premonition 2 tomorrow for sure, but I've forgotten what the plan for the first section was. Because all I can think of now is Deadly Premonition 2 and what that does to people. Nope, it's totally gone. That's very annoying. Well, either way, the day after that is going to be an attempt at playing the original Resident Evil 1. Probably all of it in one sitting. Oh, I remember now! Haha! Finishing off the additional episodes of Arkham Knight. Just getting them out of the way. And then Deadly Premonition 2. That's what the plan was for tomorrow. Then Resident Evil 1. The OG. Not sure what else after that. Hello Kenzie, thank you very much for 38 months with Twitch Prime. You're all very aware of your clothes touching your skin. I see. He's trying to mess with your mind. Also, yes, most of us here are naked. It's really one of the stream rules. You should be following it. Let's see. Let's do Elemental Rage and hopefully build off of that. So yeah, that's my rough plan, and that will take us to the weekend, and you know what the weekend is, but plans are because they're always the same. And then depending on how much people like me playing a really, really old PS1 game, there will be others. Immediately, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3. Maybe... Oh, what? Maybe Suikoden 2. But that's a massive time investment. It is also a very good game though, that I like a lot. Yeah. Questions, comments? Does that sound like a good week of to-dos? You know, there was no mention of like battle royales or such. I mean, the rocket launcher is a rocket launcher, but a kunai is a kunai. It is saying it's better, and I picked up a buff for elemental, not specifically lightning. Oh yeah, I forgot about Ghost. I keep on forgetting it's releasing Ghost of Tsushima. It's got okay reviews. It's quite a big. Like I was looking at the reviews before the stream. They go from like 90 down to 60, and all the negative or lukewarm reviews all kind of said the same thing. That's a bit too samey and button mashy. So I'm not sure, because also it's just a bit of a hassle streaming from a console in general compared to the PC. Like I've watched back a little bits of the VODs of Deadly Premonition 2, and I hate that I don't have a central mic because it makes me sound a bit weird and not clear, and there's the second delay in what I'm saying and reacting to the game, which bugs me as well. No, it's Ghost of Tsushima. It just improves the deadly permission field to feel me. Don't answer that. To hear me reacting to something a split second before it happens. That's all well. Those little cube guys didn't make a noise that time. I like the way you think. So I did want to mention that on Monday my second YouTube channel passed 1.9k subs, which is great because I'm pretty sure August 1st is the 1-year anniversary of it existing. I'm pretty sure I had like stuff uploaded towards the end of July ready. Ooh, bigger explosions on this seems better. But it near enough is the 1-year anniversary. It's nice to have a YouTube channel that's growing. And I did mention in that kind of celebratory tweet that it's a shame that the gaming channel died. Specifically that YouTube killed it. And I did get a couple of people saying, what do you mean by that? Because I guess they haven't heard me tell the story a million times already. Which I can tell again, abbreviated if anyone wants me to. You just press on this, right? Yeah. Oh, you didn't press on it, I just walked up to it. Ow! Just take the fire and go. Hang on. When using secondary skill, there's a 50% chance to double the consumption for 50% more damage. Does that mean my grenades? Is that secondary or when a weapon has a right click? Presumably it means when weapons have a right click. Tell story? Okay, well. First of all, I'm not blameless. I went into way too much detail about my own mistakes when I did the post-mortem write-up at the start of the year, this year. And it's available to read on Patreon. You don't have to be a patron to read it, it was just somewhere easy to post it. Again, back at the start of the year. So I've already covered all the mistakes I made. So I'm not saying it was just YouTube. But the reason my main YouTube channel, or my gaming YouTube channel, just became a depository for Twitch VODs is partly because I just wanted to make Twitch work, which hasn't really happened, but that's what I wanted because I like streaming. So that's partially why the gaming YouTube suffered. Also, thank you, Brian, for 6 months with Twitch Prime. But also because, as of January 2017, something with the algorithm on YouTube changed. I don't know if my channel got blackballed or it just got caught up in the algorithm changes, but subscribers, new people, videos just disappeared from the search rankings. And as a result, there was no new flow, no new traffic. Traffic just kept on falling apart. I wasn't playing Overwatch anymore, so most people who came for that left, which is understandable. But there was no new blood because none of my videos, no matter what I was doing, whether it was a VOD or not, because remember, I was still playing stuff specifically for YouTube as well. I wasn't just doing Twitch. Didn't matter. It all just died on its arse. And as much as I did make mistakes, there's no other perfect example actually for there being something just not right about the gaming channel. The new analytics, which is really good, when you post a video, you look at it and it tells you however many hours. In fact, I'll do a live reading for you right now. It tells you fantastic in-depth stats. So a video went live on YouTube too today. It was a Gotham City Chronicles thing. It's been live for 9 hours. And the views currently are 101, and typically after this point in posting it would be within 108 and 153, so obviously it's underperforming. Average view duration is 22 minutes, usually it's between 10 and 13, so I can tell by that not as many people like watching Gotham City Chronicles, but those who do watch it for longer. That's good. And then total watch time, 2,170 minutes. Usually it's in the 970 to 190 range, or 1900. so it's also better than average. So not as many people like Gotham City Chronicles, but those who do like it a lot, is what you can learn from that. What you can also learn from that is that if you then look at the stats, in fact I might as well just do it to show how embarrassing it is. If I go to YouTube Studio and change channels and go to my gaming channel for the most recent video posted on that. Oh, I forgot one went live an hour before my stream, but just to give you an idea, an hour before my stream the first part of Deadly Premonition 2 went live. So it's only been live 2 hours, and it's at 77 views, and typical for the first 2 hours of posting on a channel that has 130,000 subscribers is between 56 and 78 views. Now I put it to you that 130,000 people, and dropping, but still, would not see 2 videos a day and not unsubscribe if they were seeing them and didn't want to watch them. Those numbers just do not make any sense. Those videos are not appearing to anybody. I look back at chat, you're talking about bloody X-Men again? Yeah, sure. Silver medal. So a channel with less than 2,000 subs is doing better per video than a channel with many, 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 many more subscribers. And that just doesn't make any sense. The numbers never made sense since 2017, and they still don't. Yes, we are your shit. Yes, normally I appreciate the nerd talk, but I want you to be incredulous with me, because the lack of logic is what infuriates me the most. And I did contact YouTube once and asked, like, can you look into this? This doesn't seem right, and they eventually answered and said everything's fine. Now they didn't say I was imagining what was wrong. It's very possible that, you know, I am seeing something that's true. It's just that they want it to be that way, so it's not a mistake. Well, they said they checked, but if it's on purpose, obviously they would check and say that's not an error. It's only much later that I realised that they weren't specific with their answer. They didn't say I was wrong. They just said nothing was wrong, which is not quite the same thing. But who knows? Maybe I'm looking too much into their answer. Either way, it doesn't add up. So now you get people looking at the channel and it's like, oh, did you bought all those subscriptions? I'm like, no. They don't see the videos. There's absolutely no point in buying subscriptions. You're just wasting your money. And I still hear from people who say, like, oh, they'll see like old videos being recommended, but nothing new. And I get it now that it's like, oh, just Twitch VODs, I understand. But it never used to all be Twitch VODs. It used to be just stuff I exclusively recorded for YouTube. And then it was a mixture, and then as I preferred streaming, it was more just that. Oh yeah, in theory they would be doing that to all streamers, which I guess is true. I'm not the only channel that just uploads stuff from their streams. In theory, YouTube shouldn't care. If people are watching it on YouTube, they're earning money, that's what they want. But then that just makes it even more confusing, like, well, why has it happened? And it's probably too late to fix. It could be petty, maybe I pissed someone off at YouTube, I don't know. I've never really had an elongated conversation with anyone there. I did used to have a partner manager that changed like 3 times, never heard from like a new one. Never had a bad conversation with them, ever. It's just especially annoying when you try and produce content that sticks to the rules and you've never had strikes or anything like that. And it still feels like you're being punished for something you don't know you did, because maybe the algorithm just decided it doesn't like you.
A gift for you.
Thank you, Brides, for gifting 3 tier 1 subs. So that is why I say YouTube killed my gaming channel. I still upload to it, but it is just an archive. I'm not particularly interested in growing it anymore.
A gift for you.
I am interested in growing my tabletop channel because it works much better as pre-recorded videos. It does not work as a stream. Well, I mean it can, but it's not for me.
A gift for you.
But I would like to have known why it happened, because even just talking about it, I can feel that it got my anxiety up, just because when I don't understand something, it makes me anxious. I like to understand everything. But at least whatever is wrong with the gaming channel, it hasn't transferred over to the tabletop gaming channel. It helps that I'm playing a bunch of niche games for sure. But the videos for the most part are appearing in the search results. I'm the only one covering a few of the miniature games I play, so that's a very up point, although they have small player bases. And that way it lets me try and work out how the hell to get Twitch to grow gaming wise in my evenings, and it lets me spend my days painting and recording miniature stuff. Which is the way I would love it to be. I would just love it to be more successful so I could be less stressed. That would also be nice, Cyblade, yes, although with the lockdown that would be especially difficult in the whole anti-social thing. Yes, do not pursue Lu-Wu. Lu-Wu, more like. We've made that joke about 16 times now. I really should have been firing the black holes at him when he went to recharge his shield, and I don't think he's gonna now. The headshot noise in this is almost as satisfying as the one I vaguely remember from Overwatch. Nice, that was very, very comfortable. It does have co-op, we played it co-op a few times. With Echo and Soulsteel and Crispy. Once they add the bird character, Valinar's going to get it so he can be horny on main. All remaining cooldowns. Yeah, wrong button. Keep wanting to interact with E. Well, no, people were saying it does scale now because the boss had less HP when we were doing it as a duo or trio. So apparently something changes. It might not be regular enemies though. No, I'm not playing anything by Blizzard ever again. Unless they sever all ties with China. And then I would give it a chance. Going back to Overwatch would not suddenly make everything better, incidentally. I was thinking about that in the bath last night, of all things. Like, if I wanted to do a gaming YouTube channel, which I don't because I prefer streaming. But if I did want to start another like video game focused YouTube channel from scratch, I wouldn't be putting VODs over. I'd just be... You'd have to find a focus, and I think as much as I like varied games, I'd have to find a focus, and for me it would be roguelikes. That'd be my thing. Like 3 different roguelikes a week or something, and then maybe a trial day where you try a new one on Steam. That would be the YouTube channel. You could still have a Twitch VOD channel, for sure, and if you only played roguelikes on stream, you could also just port them over. But I don't think there's any room anymore for just pure variety. Because there's too many people who've been around for years that also just got in on the whole, just play stuff and try and be entertaining shtick, so people have found their favourites and for the most part seem to have stuck with them. Whereas eventually people learn what a detestable asshole I am and leave. What's Blizzard doing in China that costs me playing Blizzard games? I'm supporting China in general. Stifling free speech. Spying on their users. Stuff like that. I've encountered an elite lizard, in case you're curious. Jesus. I shouldn't have come in here. I'm stuck to the spot! Oh, I'm so dead. Oh my god. Well, now we have to live for a while, because otherwise I'm not going to have anything to level up with. I'll channel that Genji skill. This is a pro Hong Kong stream, yes, correct. Also, as much as they apologise for their actions in that particular instance you're talking about, just keep in mind that the official Blizzard Twitter for China gave a much different message to their Chinese viewers, where they talked about how horrible the people were who did the message, and profusely apologised for the message having ever been stated. But also, like, ignoring all that stuff with Blizzard, they just kind of make shitty games now. Honestly. Wow, it's a big fireball. They're not the Blizzard that existed in 2016. Oh, I'm out of ammo, shit. Get out of the... I'm not touching the acid, I was nowhere near that puddle eventually. Did he die? No, he's not. He's following me. Never doing that challenge room again solo. It is way too difficult. They did say that, and then China said, hey, back off or else. How dare you offer these people a way to escape our communist government? That's another problem. I should probably stop getting baited into talking about political things, which I don't have a problem with sharing my opinion on, but I've learned over the years that if you're especially willing to critique video games, even if you like them, people will definitely use that as a reason to despise you as a person. Which I guess I can't be too mad at, considering I was talking about how annoying food critics are last time we were playing this. Although that isn't on the same basis. I don't like food critics, not because I disagree with their opinion on food, but because they come across as unlikable C words. But I went into more detail about that in the post-mortem write-up. About the horrible things you have to deal with and listen to being said about you when you're in the public eye. And I did not cope with it well. My mistake was answering back. You're supposed to sit there and take it. Like a good little streamer. Let people shit all over you because you're the streamer. Although that might change now. Sadly, it's taken a lot of very bad things to happen for it to get there, but the culture on Twitch and elsewhere might change. It won't change the people, though. The people who thought it was acceptable to act like that in the first place. Because they're just bad people. This is a bad room. I remember this room. Nice. Does this have fire on it? No. Does this pause when I'm solo? Yeah, okay. Come here for the slightly ranty flick. I haven't ranted for quite a while. It's actually kind of refreshing. It's because I haven't had a roguelike where I can turn my brain off enough to do it. Kind of have to focus for Skull. Well, for the bosses in Skull anyway. Which I'm still waiting on an update for, incidentally. That's why we didn't play it today. The other half of the experimental update. Woodpecker +3. Piercing +1, projectile speed +100%. Oh, that special blue effect is actually pretty good. What's on this again? But this does crits and bounces. There is a cure for stupidity. Is it a bullet? Oh, actually no, it's called coronavirus, isn't it? I forgot about that. But that's not fair. There's plenty of innocent people who call it corona. But if you caught it because you didn't wear a bloody mask... So who knows, maybe I'll have more to tell in the Night Models story. This week, maybe my miniatures will arrive. I like going off on rants about things when I'm not angry, because then because then I can be coherent and witty about it rather than just being annoyed. Doesn't make the points I was making any time I've complained about something while salty any less true. But I think it makes people less inclined to immediately disagree with you just based on the fact that haha streamer angry. That went so much smoother than the other one. Magazine capacity plus 100%, plus 50% for decay and shock. Nah. Hello, Frogler. Oh. 33% chance to reset cooldown when you use primary skill or dash. Oh, that's good. That's survivability. It's the most boring choice, but it's the most survivable one. Speaking of most boring choices, Reality Gem is the best Infinity Gem in Marvel Crisis Protocol. Don't at me. Oh, you know what? To get us off of these heavy subjects, on my day off, and just before the stream I was watching a little bit more of the professionals of MasterChef. And I was only half listening because I was painting. What do the gems even do? Well, they all do different things. The reality gem lets you turn one skull into a crit. For attacks, defends, dodges, and interacting with objectives. But anyway, I was half listening because I was painting... what was I painting? Oh, I was painting a surprise. I can't say what I was painting. I was painting a thing. And I was only half listening, and I was like, I'm pretty sure he just said a place in Scotland that around my sister's neck of the woods. And then I looked over, and I'm pretty sure they worked in a restaurant I'd been in before. Because I think I recognised the background. They never say like the actual names of the places though, because they don't want to give free advertising. I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I've eaten there when I visited my sister before, before the dark times, before the corona. Yeah, he got knocked out instantly in the first round. But still, surprising number of Scottish chefs on the season I'm watching on Netflix, which I think is like season 9 or something of The Professionals. Hello, Justice. It is better than that. Oh, you're still alive. There's a lot of things still alive, actually. Hired good. You don't see many of those shield guys. I think Valnar was meaning specifically within the game. He has seen a Marvel movie in his time. He hasn't seen the best ones, but he's seen some of them. I always felt like the Power Stone should be the red one, personally. How does this compare to this? Not as good. When reloading right after killing an enemy, reload at 50%, surplus ammo, bonus reserves. Hang on, what was on that rocket launcher? Oh, 40% more damage? No. We'll stick with this, please. Ooh, that's really good. You might as well just buy the ammo as well. Oh. Whoops. You don't need to watch them all, but the fact you haven't seen the best ones. 50% chance to fill magazine instantly when killing the enemy. This is a shotgun though, right? Can't weeb it up with a shotgun. There ain't zombies here, I think. Keep forgetting you've got to throw slightly to the left with these kunai. The hitboxes are a little off. That's not me being sarcastic, incidentally, it genuinely is. Oh, there's the attack up for killing an enemy affected by elemental. Actually got a fair build going here. Wait, the Warhammer bundle? What are you talking about? Oh, there's a new Humble Bundle Warhammer thing? What's in it? I can't help but notice that that's a partner link for Speed. You wouldn't be getting monetarily compensated for that link now, would you? Dawn of War 1, 2 and 3 with no expansions? Space Marine and some bad games. Well, That goes without saying, Games Workshop will give their license to anybody. As long as they're small and easily manipulated. That fox's tail was not having a good day. Blood Bowl 2? Okay. Battlefleet Gothic just straight up didn't work for me. I had a review copy and I asked the devs, say, can you help me fix this? Well, I asked the person who gave me the key and they were like, yeah, we'll contact the devs and get back to you. Still waiting. They made a sequel in that time. Sanctus Reach is the chess one, isn't it? We tried it. Or maybe was that the chess one? The chess one where we worked out like we could definitively prove that the AI cheated and did not follow the rules. There is a Tyranid game. They're in the Dawn of War games as the enemies, and they were playable in one of the expansions. Oh, it's the chess one? Yeah, the AI just flat out cheats. Which I believe is the same in Maritime, although I've not played it, but I remember CR saying that. Because why make good AI if you can just make them cheat instead? Love when the fire up procs. I wish Dawn of War was worse than it is. Because we started playing it, or I started playing it on stream with the intent of playing it through just to make fun of it. But it's so pathetically bad that there wasn't any enjoyment to be had. And incidentally, that is not why I'm playing Deadly Premonition 2. Deadly Premonition 2 is fantastic. But it's also terrible. But it's also fantastic. It's ambivalence, the game. It is a crit if you hit the X on his back. Dawn of War 2 is fantastic. Dawn of War 1 is... you'll really like it if you like traditional RTSs. Like if you liked C&C Generals, you probably really love Dawn of War 1. Yeah, I remember the expansions being good as well. I like Dawn of War 1, but I'm really bad at RTSs, so I appreciate the direction they went with Dawn of War 2. Which Valinar and I played through on stream like 3 years ago. No, it was like 2 years ago. It was Christmas 2 years ago. It was fairly recently. Relatively speaking. It wasn't the most recent Christmas, but I'm pretty sure it was the Christmas before that. Thorny Carapace. Ooh, that's really good. Me only regret is exploding. I'd just like another decent 40k themed video game. Honestly, I'd love Total War to handle 40k. That'd be good, even though again I'm bad at those type of games. Enemies? Our last run, you assholes. They're totally silent. Dumbass bird. Or a Gene Stealer game? There's tons of Gene Stealer games. There's like 4 versions of Space Hulk. There's the Left 4 Dead type one that would have been pretty good if it wasn't so money hungry and kind of double A. quality. But I understand you're saying, oh, you want to play as a gene stealer. Of course you do. 150% lucky shot chance for next shot after making a crit. So if I get a crit, I am 150% likely to get another crit, I think. Yeah, I totally meant to do that. Ow. Can't even hit the bloody tattoo. Do the thing. Never went back to that overheat game? Oh yeah, I mean I long uninstalled that. There was nothing particularly wrong with it, it just was a bit bland. I think Blackstone Fortress would make a really good digital game as well. Not that I've played a game of it yet, but I mean just from having a vague idea of how it plays. If we pick up money, we get healed. Which means we're playing as an American businessman. That's 4. Not good enough. You like the Pope character? Yeah, there is a space Pope in Blackstone Fortress. He's sort of the healer, I think. I've started painting the Bernie lady. She's like 20-30% done behind me. That's not what I was talking about earlier, incidentally. Oh yeah, there's going to be another Shadow Warrior game. When is that releasing? I didn't bother watching the trailer because I know I'm going to play it. If it has co-op and is anything like Shadow Warrior 2, it will be very fun. And filled with penis jokes. Yes, and also it turns out the ending... Oh no, this room. Turns out the ending of Shadow Warrior 2 wasn't like just a meme when the dragon appeared and ate you. That's the plot of the third one. You have to try and seal the dragon that you accidentally released. That was very close. Ah, crap. Oh no, there's 2 of them? I forgot they have guns. This room is so difficult. Even when we did it as like a team of 4, we barely lived. It is so hard. There's too many snipers and too many enemies that chase you down. Although, I believe they might have just knocked me... Oh, they hit me through the wall. Never mind. I thought they knocked me where I was safe. And he didn't get affected by my routing for some reason. Yeah, they need to rebalance that room for sure. It's harder than the boss. Weapons can have... Yeah, sure. Let's do that. 2 levels away from Doggo, though. Also reach level 28.